COVID compliant bird beak. It's time for my favorite portion of the meeting, which is table topics. For those of you who have not been to Toastmasters before, this is our opportunity to practice our extemporaneous speaking, where I will ask you a question and you will then answer that question in between 1 and 2 minutes. And Lucky Lucia will be helping us, of course, with our timing this evening. So I have got some very spooky Tales from the Hearth appropriate questions, and I'd love to take a volunteer to answer our first table topics question. Please indicate your willingness by raising your hand visually so I can call on you by name. All right, Funny Franny, my Tales from the Hearth question for you is, if you could hire a professional makeup artist or designer, what would be a dream costume for you on Halloween?
Oh, wow. I would have to go with, if I could hire a professional makeup artist. So I live with my handsome husband and his 2 cats. And they're kind of adorable. And we just heard about Arthur, who, even as an old guy, was rather adorable. I tried some makeup when I was in college, and I did did a lot of theater. But I would love to be made up like a cat. I saw I want to call it the Green Screen Cats, the film, and that was pretty impressive. I wonder how close you can get to it without a green screen, and not too much glue, but that would be really fun, because what I like about the cats is that they always look like they're smiling, and they always look like they know more than you, and they always look like they have a secret and they're not dissembling. You're not going to find out. So that's what I would do if I had a makeup artist available to me. Thanks, Christine.
Thank you, Feline Franny. Excellent. Who's next? Okay, I see He Who Remembers. With that kind of memory, He Who Remembers, what is the scariest scene in any movie?
Madam Table Topics Master, you're asking me to remember a scene that was so frightening that it has been driven clean out of my brain. Now, I'm unable to answer that question directly, but let me tell you, among my family, there was one scene that was famous for sending the smallest child running from the room. Now, my mother had 11 kids, so there was always a different smallest child every year. But this scene appeared every year like clockwork around Thanksgiving or something like that. There was something, and I'm not talking Charlie Brown's Christmas, no. But there was some movie that was shown around this season every time that had a horrifying scene that would send the youngest child running as fast as possible. I am speaking, of course, of the appearance in flames of the Wicked Witch of the West in the forest of the Wizard of Oz, who's going, ah! My smallest brother would run from the room. That will forever be the most frightening scene in all of moviedom, if you ask me.
Thank you, He Who Remembers. It sounds like many years of remembering the same scary scene. Excellent. Thank you. Who would like to go next? The Comet Lodge tour guide raises her hand. Do you believe in psychics or clairvoyance? And if so, would you want to know when, where, and how you die? I can't hear you, Amy. There you go.
Toastmasters and guests. I am your personal tour guide here at Comet Lodge Cemetery. I'd like to draw your attention over my shoulder to this pile, the seeming pile of bricks. Those are not bricks. Those are the markers for children's graves. They were dug up, and the graves were dug up, and there are now houses built on them. And there are ghosts in those houses of those children. Now, those children did not have a way to predict how and when they would die. And I don't feel the need to have that information either. But I would like to point out that using those bricks, as it was recommended by Seattle's, or I guess it was King County's council at that point, to pave a walkway to your front door would make you a target. I think that would be a very good way to speed your death. Join me for other interesting stories here at Comet Lodge Cemetery, where you can see the piles of headstones. You can see the leftovers of the graves, and you can experience the ghosts in the houses. Madam Table Topics Master.
Excellent. Thank you, Comet Lodge tour guide. Widow of Winchester, do we have time for one more spooky table topic?
Yes, we have time for one or two more.
Excellent. Who would like to answer our next Tales from the Hearth table topic? Brian, the outsider, I see you. Brian, Ghostbusters has a job opening. Do you take the job, and what skill do you bring?
Madam Topic Master, fellow Toastmaster, a job has been offered. The job has been refused. Let me tell you why. Because I am afraid of ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts, but there are ghosts out there. If you all lean into your camera and you look into my bucket, boo! Yeah, no, I have the job that I enjoy. I will leave it up to the professional, funny people of the world to go out there and take care of those nasty, green, slimy ghosts who enjoy making pigs of themselves. I will continue to go to my job, work at my office, and get funny looks from those who know me, because shh, don't let it get around. I have a murder shack in my backyard. And recently, I've been talking to a friend. I'm thinking about putting a jacuzzi back there. A murder shack and a jacuzzi all in one shop. Who wants to come over for a barbecue? Come on over. Back to you, Topic Master.
Thank you, Brian the outsider. No ectoplasm, but murder shack and hot tubs for you. I love it. Can I have one more volunteer to finish our table topics this evening? I think perhaps the other bird needs to speak. Puffin John, are you ready for a table topic? I'll take your flapping as a yes. What were you afraid of as a child?
Madam Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters as well, welcome guests. Come on, man, I was afraid of about everything when I was a child. However, I mean, shoot, I was afraid of, yes, the pinnacle probably was the Wicked Witch of the West. So well done, so freaky, so scary. Hide under the covers territory during the part of the movie. Also, bullies and early mornings, that part has persisted. One year, I used to deliver newspapers around here, and it always got a little freaky around this time of year. I remember delivering a paper. I was in and out of yards, come in from the backside, go out through the front fence or the front gate. I came in from the alley, and this one house had set up at the front door sometime overnight a life-size cutout of a very realistic witch. I came around the corner, doopy-doopy-doo, still dark. It was the morning paper, the Post-Intelligencer. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. My heart nearly froze on the spot. I darn near collapsed. I might have needed oxygen if I didn't scurry away immediately. Tossed the paper and ran. And every year thereafter, the entire month of October, I would peek around that corner just to check, is there something up there that is going to stop my heart this year? Because, hey, I'm a year older. Maybe I'm a little more frail. Maybe the old ticker can't take shocks like that anymore. So, yeah, that still sticks with me to this day. I've recovered mostly, but I'm several years more frail these days. I'm not up for too many more of those shocks. Madam Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Puffin John. You surprised me once again. I thought for sure it would be terror in the Wax Museum, but in fact, it's the terror in your own backyard or your neighbor's backyard. Thank you all for
There
your
were
very
so many
spooky answers. Madam Widow of Winchester, I return the meeting to you.